everyone. It's great to be back at Gamification Europe. It's my first conference, and for Olga, it's your first, but hopefully not last. Rob introduced us a bit already, and today we will be sharing with you a case study that is very fresh. So it's still very exciting because we have only started live for the students on 5th of November this year. But it took months of preparation, and we already got some initial feedback, some numbers for you, some figures, whether they liked it or not. Olga, would you like to sort of elaborate on your introduction, as in what you do?
Yes, thank you, Arek, and thank you for your invitation to this Europe Gamification Europe, actually. My name is Olga Kożuchowska, and as it was said, I'm the head of Office of Career Services at SWPS University of Social Science and Humanities. We are a private university based on 5 campuses, not only in Warsaw, but also in 4 other cities in Poland, big cities in Poland. And we've got 1,000 students, and about 10% of them are studying only in English, and they speak only English, actually. And I think what is also very important in that matter is that we haven't carried out this kind of project, gamification project, so far. So this is
so after months of preparation, we're so eager to see, how they react. And when on Thursday afternoon, we've opened up the gates to the project. We were hoping, with fingers crossed, to get perhaps 150 students to log in, because it's totally voluntary. They have no credit for that, no academic points or anything like that. So it's totally on their own to go into. And well, Olga, were you happy with the figures? Let's see them.
Yes, so we started on November the 5th, which was Thursday, but on Wednesday in the afternoon, we were betting how many students will come to the platform, will start playing. And when somebody said that it's going to be 300 students, we thought, oh, how optimistic this person was. And you can see how surprised I was, because I bet that it's going to be 200 students. And we started with 300, and in less than 1 week, the number of students who joined and started playing was twice. The number of students increased twice, and today more than 800.
Yeah, but these are just figures. I mean, perhaps they just went in, they've seen that they don't like it and went out, or is a different story told by their feedback? Because we actually are gathering feedback as we go on every mission and every element, and this is a few of the reactions that, Olga, you have the pleasure to read every day. Let's read everyone. Let's give a few seconds.
Well, the title of our today's session is It's freaking amazing to learn things this way. And this is also freaking amazing for me to carry out this kind of project, because since November the 5th, I'm starting my each working day from checking the data regarding the platform, and I can see numbers regarding how many students are playing, how is their satisfaction. And the most important thing is the feedback they are leaving on the platform. And this feedback is more important for me than the feedback I'm receiving from my supervisor.
Sorry, Olga and Arek, we're getting some feedback. So I'm guessing you're not using headphones. So when you're not talking, so Arek is not talking now, if you can mute yourself, it would be very, very helpful. All right?
Okay.
Thank you very much to both.
Okay, sure. Okay, so Olga, go on with the...
hope that now it's better. Okay, so the most important feedback we received yet comes from November 13th, when the person said that surprisingly, I was very skeptical about the game, but it turns out that apart from having fun, it's a funny way to learn and raises curiosity. And this is something I could say about myself in this project, because when we started in March, I was also maybe not skeptical, but I was so afraid how students will react to the content we will give on the platform, whether they will interested in or not. And from this hesitation and being nervous almost all the time about this project, since November the 5th, I'm also enjoying it and having lots of fun.
I think it's time for us to actually show you a little bit of a sneak peek of the platform. Is the voice all right now? Is the sound all right now?
Yes, it sounds better because we don't get the echo. The thing is that we were
excellent.
You twice. So thank you very much for that.
Okay, so that's the starting point. As Olga mentioned, it's bilingual. It's in Polish and in English. I will show you the platform now, and Olga, you can take us through the story, how it plays out for the people.
So, as you already know, due to the the most popular historical monuments of the world disappeared, and students of our university are becoming members of the rescue team, and their job is to restore all those monuments. The game starts in Africa, and they are restoring Egyptian pyramid. Then they are going to Australia, where they are restoring Sydney Opera, etc., etc. The main task of the students is to restore each monument level by level, starting by the first one, and their task is to read the content we prepared in form of ebooks, infographics, puzzles, videos, etc. They are receiving points after they accomplished each task, and the task is to read, for example, this ebook, and then make a test after this ebook to check whether they gain new knowledge, etc. So after gathering points, they can exchange it into currency and then buy rewards in the shop, where those rewards are also shown. Each monument consists of 4 levels, and we are opening each level once a week, and we are opening each level always on Tuesdays.
Okay, what is this yacht here?
Yes, the yacht is a very nice adventure as well, because students can relax on this yacht and get to know information from our Office of Career Services regarding new events we are offering at the moment. So you can see here we advertise Scandinavian Career Week, which actually is taking place and starting today, this week. But also we can invite to the yacht, for example, employers, companies which would like to, for example, recruit our students so they can make their brand more popular among our students, or inform students that they are recruiting to their, for example, internship programs.
Okay, we will come back to the platform, but I just wanted to ask you, why go to all this trouble? Why you've started this project?
We started this project because we dealt with 4 kinds of problems. First of all, students of social science and humanities have so many opportunities on the labor market, but also many different opportunities in development, and they need guidance to choose best way for them, and they also need individual career advising, and we cannot cover all the needs here. So this is why we decided to make something to help them. The other thing is that only 30% of student community know that we exist actually and know our services. So this is also the way we can we can make our services more popular. Third is that students, we also were cooperating in this project with students who made some research about students' needs, and it turns out that students need a way to somehow get to know better university and study process in order to plan their studies and of course career. And last but not least, very important, students actually don't have knowledge what competences are at the moment important to develop on the labor market. And actually this is the main goal of the platform, to help them develop those competences.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had some kind of glass ball to predict everything that happened, because we actually, we contracted this project in 2019 before anything happened. And as you mentioned beforehand, it was a bit of a war for talent. The students didn't worry about getting jobs. So some of them didn't even know about the Career Services Bureau. And now 2020, November, the story is completely different. And you have this contemporary online tool to help them out, to help them actually with their competencies and getting the job. So what are the competencies that they are learning?
Okay, the competences that they are learning are the competences we actually checked that are important on the Polish labor market. And here you can see 7, the most important at the moment. And student and each content on the platform refers to each competence. So student, by accomplishing tasks, can see their progress in developing each competence. When they are progressing on the basic level, they are adept of the competence, but when they are excelling this competence, then they became a guru.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually showing the achievements panel, which is closest thing to badges. So we call them seals here in the story. And as you mentioned, they are on 2 levels. So let's go back to the presentation. As I mentioned, this is voluntary. And to be honest, last night when I was preparing some last touches for the presentation, I've noticed in the left-hand corner, there is a notification sort of, it pops out whenever anyone comes. And it was Sunday evening, 10 p.m. and Maria was learning about, motivating goals. So how do you get such a buy-in from the start?
Well, as I mentioned before, I was really nervous how students will react to our platform, to the game, to the contents, actually. I didn't tell you that the majority of our students are psychology students, so they have the really great theory about those competences. Yes. We decided to make the pilot phase some kind of research to check what will be the most interesting for our students. So we asked our students who they actually are. So at what study year they study, what is their, before we started, of course. So in June, we started this kind of pilot phase research, and we had more than 500 students then, and they helped us create this platform. So we asked them about their work experience, whether they have it or not, whether they are full-time or part-time students, what games they are playing, if they are playing games at all, and what is their availability, how many hours per week they would like to devote to play this game. And then we showed them different opportunities and asked them what they think of it. So they could assess the contents, they could tell us for how long they would like to play, whether it's gonna be rather the whole academic year or only part of this year, which competences they would like to develop, and how do they feel at the moment with those competences, how they are assessing their competences at the moment. And we also checked their attitude towards gamification. Well, do they are they open to compete with others or rather with themselves only? And what was the most important for us? They choose the plot of the game. So at the beginning, I was definitely sure, totally sure that they will choose Cosmos as the, environment for the game. But no, they decided to travel around the world. Maybe it was the moment of pandemia when all the borders were closed and traveling was forbidden, but they decided to do that. And they also had the opportunity to choose the guide, so the person who will show them where to go next.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are today sharing you with the laptop version, but obviously everything works on mobile, so hence they can actually do it in their free time or whenever they are at the moment. So that obviously helps. Thank you, Olga, for the gamification crowd here. I'd like to do some more of a re-engineering of the platform just to show you how it works. We've already sort of visited the platform quite a lot. What is, I think, very interesting is we haven't shown you the rankings because they are not the most important part. There is 30+ game mechanics involved in this platform. We love the progress bar and the elements that are linked with the exploration. They by no any means overwhelmed with the material. Actually, it's on the contrary. They can only see new materials when they arrive. So, for example, in this right-hand top corner, you can see that the new materials are arriving in one day. So they're actually waiting for them. And they do the tasks one by one rather than everything at the same time. So again, there isn't this Netflix overwhelming thing when you sit down and you want to watch something, but there is so many things to choose from that you're lost. So thanks to the careful understanding of their needs, we can actually give them what they need right now, and they don't have to choose and look around and be confused. So the points, the endorphins, everything is there. Obviously, ranking is there, and people are quite competitive and trying to score high. And also there are rewards, as Olga mentioned, but they are not material rewards. There is no money involved in that. They are like books or perhaps a £3 voucher in the cafeteria, something like that. So it's a nice addition to the game rather than the main motivator of people.
Arek, Olga, I'm sorry to interrupt. Just make sure you're wrapping up because we ran out of time a couple of minutes ago. So please make sure you wrap it up.
Okay, yeah, sure. So just the very last elements are that of the magical ingredients. So you've seen the game mechanics in the story, the micro-learning. So everything is split in the chunks of learning that is no longer than 6-7 minutes, typically 5 actually. And that allows people to progress quickly and to learn more efficiently actually. That's what the science tells us. And last but not least, there is an adaptive learning module that at the moment is a smart repetition module that picks whenever was your weakest point and you need to repeat that. It will bring it onto your learning path and you can learn, relearn, retest, and make sure that you've actually learned what you needed. And that gives us the results. So the magic is that in just over 2 weeks, you have 2,000 visits on the platform and more than 1,000 education hours, 11,000 tasks completed, and more than 100 players on average on their own. No one makes them to do that. We will be waiting for you in the lobby. So, there is a virtual stand. It's all new to us, but it's very easy on this platform. So just join on the left-hand side. There will be a Gamehill stand. We can answer questions. Olga goes to the Scandinavian Career Week just now, but she will be back in the afternoon, also in the lobby. So thank you so much. Thank you, Olga.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Arek. You did have you had a couple of questions, but I think one of them I can answer if they did it from scratch or rely on some platform tool. Platform tool is Gamehill, one of the sponsors of Gamification Europe. So there you have that question. Another quick one.
I really want to answer that, Rob, just very quickly, because yes, there is an engine, and we have like 30 different implementations only last 2 years in corporations. We are mainly in a corporate environment. The higher education is our novelty for us. So companies like Deloitte, Deutsche Bank, and all of those companies take advantage of this engine and go to the different stories, different worlds. Everything is tailor-made from the endpoint. However, it is on this one reliable engine of Gamehill platform. Yes.
Absolutely. And is it responsive, or is it on or a web app?
It's responsive web design, so it's not native application. You don't have to download the application, but you just go from your laptop to your mobile. Just
seamless. Very good, very good. Also, somebody's requesting for you to share the presentation. If possible, we'll see that as well. You can find them. As Arek was mentioning, you will be able to find them in the lobby. You can sit down and have a chat with Arek and hopefully Olga.
Website, there are our profiles, and there is LinkedIn profiles. You can just reach us there. Please do. We are not that keen on Twitter. LinkedIn is the best probably to reach us. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Arek and Olga. That will be it for now.